Welcome to Dr. Kennel. The book I'm going to read today is Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. As usual, before we begin, let's check it out why we should read this book. On the book cover, wow, even the Bill Gates said a refreshingly honest reminder of what the path to business success really looked like. It's an amazing tale. It's really good endorsement. Okay, and it is all about the memoir by the creator of Nike, the best book I read last year. It's a gift storyteller. He is a gifted storyteller by Warren Buffett. Wow, those are really impressive storytelling book, and it is all about the story of how the Nike brand built. Okay, as usual, let's start with my review. In this book, we can learn about the man who made the Nike what is today. Today, Nike is a household name in sportwear. Nike stands as it's a success and the athletic prowess. The cool kid wore Nike. The cool kid wore Nike, and they are proud to show it off, like Air Force One shoe and something like that, Air Max and Jordan, something like that. Yeah. But have you ever wondered how Nike got it started? How did they go from being a little-known shoe brand to a converted designer item? A brilliant businessman named Phil Knight is the reason why that happened, and Shoe Dog is his history. Without further ado, let's get started. Introduction. Just do it. So we all know that tagline. That is for Nike. Okay, whether you like it or whether you like or wear Nike or not, everyone instantly associates the brand with that slogan. As mantra goal, just do it is a pretty electric and empowering. It's eliminating your brain room for second guessing and insecurity. It motivates you to reject hesitations and embrace action. So far from being passive on the sideline, just do it is active and invigorating. And most importantly, it's involved the can-do spirit of a winner who know they accomplished their goal. Those are all the quality that Phil Knight wanted his brand to embody, and what Nike has become. And over the course of this summary, we will learn about Phil Knight, his visions, and how he found the courage to just do it. Number one, Phil Knight, BHAG, B-H-A-G, BHAG. What do the self-help and business industry both have in common? Both sectors believe people can change. Entrepreneurs and self-help gurus believe people can alter their life. And the war with the appropriate tool, entrepreneurs and self-help author use the abbreviation BHAG. Okay, B-H-A-G, BHAG. That acronym stands for Big, Hairy, Audacious Goal. Entrepreneurs and self-help author say everyone should have a BHAG. James Collins created the phrase and defined BHAG as a long-term objective that inspire employee to take actions. Its true BHAG is how does answer the following question. Does it simulate forward progress? Does it create momentum? Does it get people going? Does it get people juice flowing? Do they find it stimulating, exciting, adventurous? Are they willing to throw their creative talents and human energy into it? If the answer to these questions trend toward the affirmative, you may have the potential BHAG. Keaton guy does the admirable job of helping us to identify a BHAG, and it also provides a solid method of developing on one of yourself. But now that you know a little more about what the BHAG is, it's time to take a closer look at the Phil Knight's very own personal BHAG. And to be honest, it's a pretty big, hairy, audacious for who Phil was at the time. We had big, hairy, audacious goal. Force a company or organization to think big and create a plan for long-term success. It set a huge goal that drive progress forward, define a vision for the futures, and get everyone working toward achieving it. BIAC is the intersection between passion, best in the world, like what you're good at, and economic engine. That's how you make money hustling. So there could be the three part. Three is in the middle of the intersection: passion, what you're good at, and your hustling. Okay. Phil Knight, his passion for footwear began when he was in the undergraduate school at the University of Oregon. Phil Knight was the very first student to try the one Bowerman's legendary shoe, and it's improved his running ability so much. That's the experience forever changed Phil Knight's view about shoes. When he started business school, he focused mainly on projects that were shoe related. But Phil had a theory that if American athletes discover how cool the Japanese tiger shoe were, you could create a market for Japanese sportwear in America. However, when he started the idea with his family, friends, and the mentor, no one was very receptive. So the rejection began. But he didn't care about it. No one was receptive, very respective. It's not a convincing, not a promising idea, they thought. But Phil felt certain that he was right. So, in the rare breath of just do it spread, he flew to Japan on an impulse to pitch his idea straight to the manufacturer. Although he was persistent in the pursuit of his dream, he had been told it will never work. So, when he finished his presentation and the CEO of Onitsuka said, "It sounds like a great idea," Phil was blown away. And when the CEO asked what company they would be partnering with, actually, he wasn't prepared for this question. On the spot, he made up a company that didn't yet exist, Blue Ribbon Sport. Phil and Coach Bowerman were completely equal partners. They share the company their share in the company were 50-50. And Blue Ribbon Sport opened for the first time in Eugene, Oregon on January 25th, 1964. Okay, that's the beginning of the Nike. But the name hasn't as a Nike. It's named as like Blue Ribbons. Okay, now number 2, Shoe Dog. Phil often joke about his starter of the Bowerman shoe, like a shoe pig, guinea pig, shoe guinea pig, when he wore the first shoe that Bowerman designed. But as a Blue Ribbon began to grow into the entity of his own, Phil took a new role, the company Shoe Dog. Shoe Dog really is an industry term in the world of footwear. In the book and in the multiple interview, he explained that Shoe Dog were the people who devoted themselves wholly in the making, selling, buying, and designing of shoe. So, as we see from his definition, Phil wrote as a Blue Ribbon, Shoe Dog play a significant part in his life and identity, and of course, it is play in a big part in the Blue Ribbon success. Number 3, company culture. By populating his company with people who were driven by creativity, Phil created a company culture that was committed to thinking outside of the box. Being built a positive and encouraging culture, Phil wasn't content to simply create a good team and then stop. He wasn't content about that. He was also committed to team building exercise that would make his company stronger. He even invited them to contribute their idea when it came time for the company biggest decision of all. It's about rebranding. After a few years, Phil reached a point where he felt that the name and the vibe of Blue Ribbon had ceased to serve the company well. He wanted something fresh, bold, and energetic, something that would inspire people to push their limit and find out what they could do. So he turned to his employee for advice, and that's one of them, a man named Jeff John Johansons, came up with the perfect solution. Jeff had been inspired by Greek methodology, and so his approach Phil with a name in mind, Nike. So it is all about Nike, right? In a nutshell, today Nike is a household name. It's brilliant, and it's a brand that millions of people know and love. But Nike success didn't happen overnight. In fact, before the brand Nike ever exists, there was a little store called Blue Ribbon Sport that was opened by one man with a dream, inspired by his old track and free coach and his experience with the Japanese footwear. Phil Knight included his former coach Bill Bowerman in his dream to launch a new unique sportwear company. That dream motivated Phil to pursue the unprepared meeting with Japanese CEO to land a contract he never expected to get, and to create an innovative company that would inspire people all over the world. Without Phil Knight, the shoe dog, Nike would not exist. And that's why Phil's story is so important. That's the end of the book. As usual, if you have anything to add or any idea to discuss, do not hesitate to comment down here. And thanks for reading with me, and peace.